will give her insights because she has been working with the Abaca industry for so long, and she is now the executive director of the Association of Abaca Pulp Manufacturers. And to share her experiences with us, may I call on Dr. Aurora Peralta, a warm round of applause.
Hi, good morning po. I hope I can have your ears, especially those at the back. Thank you very much. Okay. My assignment at this meeting is to present the traditional trade routes for Abaca production. I understand from Ms. Bernadette Garcia that it means the commercial uses of Abaca fiber. There are three general categories of the uses of Abaca fiber. These are pulp, ropes and cordage, and fiber crops. Well, the last two categories, rope and cordage and fiber crops, are used as they are. Pulp is further processed to produce specific products. As I tackle the uses, allow me to present the characteristics of Abaca fiber that make it desirable for the intended use. Okay, Abaca is strong with average tensile strength of 41.36 kg force per gram meter and a high elongation of 4.41%. Coupled with the characteristics of not easily disintegrating in salt water, it was the favored material in warship at the time when possession of naval armada ruled the war. Demand for cordage at the sea uses continues, but at this time it is used in oil rigging due to its non-slippery quality and it being slow to burn. The high tensile strength also brings about high breaking length of more than 10,000 meters. It has high folding endurance of more than 1,000 folds. Hence, it is desirable material for currency notes. Japan's yen is made of 67% Abaca, while it is 20% for Philippine 500 pesos. This was at the time when I was still working with Philippines. I understand that even our 1,000 pesos is now Abaca. Other products which need high tear and tensile strength are cigarette papers, packaging tape base, dust filter paper, and some papers. The high tensile strength also brings about high breaking length of more than 10,000 meters. It has high folding endurance of more than 1,000 fold. Hence, it is a desirable material for currency note. Its morphological characteristics can, can we show it here? Pwede po. Because it has a fiber length of 4.61 millimeters, fiber diameter of 20.60. Those who are working in the laboratory will understand this. Sorry for those who are not inclined to understand these figures. Lumen width and cell wall. The reason why I presented this because it's quite important. On the average, gives it high porosity, specifically high permeability. Pag sinabi kong high porosity, yung pong hangin, yung pong madali siyang nakakalabas. Paano ba yan? With this quality, which is enhanced by its physical properties, the use for Abaca pulp appears unlimited. It is used for tea bags, coffee filters, electrical type-based tissues, meat casing, coating base, lung wraps for ultra-low cigarettes, lens tissues, microglass, air, air filters media, X-ray negative, optical lens, sorry, I was at the listener, wipers, vacuum filters, and oil filters. Abaca non-wovens is prepared for medical use like surgical masks and gowns, where long hours of surgical operations provides relief to medical personnel. Kasi po yung operation usually take from 4 to even 12 hours. Papawising pinapawisan puro ng mga doctors, even mga nurses. So with the Abaca non-wovens gown, lumalabas po yung pawis nila, hindi na iiwanan. The electrolytic paper from Abaca products protects cell phone and similar gadgets from overheating in long hours of use. Yung pong cellphone nyo, meron po dyan na an Abaca pa. For fiber crafts, its shield and liability led to the production of multiple exportable land products. All of Abaca pumps, ropes, and cordage are exported, although there may be insignificant domestic consumption. Most of Abaca pulp goes to Germany, United Kingdom, Japan, United States, and China in that order of importance. More than 62% of cordage goes to the United States. The highest share of other top importing countries was less than 8%. As to Abaca fiber, most 41.9% goes to the United Kingdom. Japan was second high with a share of 34.7%, while China had 10.6%. The statistics was based on the average of a 10-year period, that is from 2008 to 2017. There was no data available on the destination of export Abaca fiber crops. Can I have the second statistic data? Okay, it's done. Okay, working on the statistic provided by Philpida, it's quite a challenge. It reported the utilization of Abaca fiber as follows. For fiber export, that is a 10-year, I took the 10-year average. What was available was until 2017. What they had for 2018 is not yet evaluated or checked. Okay, fiber export is 10.3 versus 10,341, with a share of 18% for the total usage. Abaca pulp is 37,036. 64% is the share. Ropes and cordage, 6,931. Fiber crops, 3,220. That is in metric tons. So, based on a 10-year average, the biggest user is Abaca pulp, followed by fiber export. So, in 2017, fiber export went up. But the biggest user is still Abaca pulp, which is 58%. Now, what makes this statistic problematic? You look at the fiber production. Fiber production is 66,133 versus the total consumption of 57,528. In 2017, there is a gap. 71,000 fiber production to the total reported domestic consumption, including fiber export of 56,821. Please note that we are importing Abaca fiber, and that is from Ecuador and Costa Rica. Please note that there is a significant increase from 1,395 based on the 10-year average to 5,280. Okay, based on the dominant use, Pulp is the dominant use of Abaca fiber. If share was 64%, yeah, I already said this. Okay, the big gap between the very is significant to know. Our association, that is the Abaca pulp manufacturer, has been beset with insufficient supply of Abaca fiber, such that we have been resorting to importation at an increasing volume. That was presented earlier. Sorry po. Okay. I'm busy. Okay. Ganito po yun. I have told you, I have narrated the different uses of Abaca, specifically Abaca pulp. And because there is expanding usage of electronics, gadgets, like our cell phones, you know, the demand for pulp, the amount we can export pulp is limited by the available supply. I'm sorry to tell you that, as I said earlier, Ecuador is the biggest share of our imported Abaca. But as I said, I'm sorry to tell you that the operators there at Filipinos, they are so desperate that we are not getting enough supply of Abaca fiber that we have to go to Ecuador and Costa Rica and finance the production of Abaca fiber in that area. I just want to touch, it's not part of my speech, but I would like to touch about sustainability. Okay. Well, your composite, it might end up, hopefully, it might end up in competition with Abaca as far as the uses of Abaca fiber is concerned. I just want to tell you, that was 20 years ago. I was in Rome, and I was talking with the international users of Abaca fiber and pulp. And you know, that was the time when this composite material for Mercedes-Benz was quite in a range. Sabi ko sa kanila, is this true? Sabi niya, PR lang yan. And they're right. It was not sustained. Well, I'm happy that you have this composite project. Because I believe that, as I said earlier, this is my end, hopefully, this is my end in competition with Abaca pulp as far as life is concerned. But I hope it will not end here. It will go beyond this room. And honestly, I think you can do that only in cooperation with the Department of Trade and Industry. Because DTI is the agency responsible for the development and promotion of industry. You want this to make an industry, please work with DTI. I hope, this meeting will be more interesting if DTI is here. Yeah, okay. You know, I received the invitation to this. Actually, when I talked to Bernadette Garcia, sabi ko sa kanya, bakit hindi PLP ka? At tawagin mo. Because I've been in the industry 40-50 years. So, sabi nga, kinakain ko, inaamusal ko, tinata ko, etc. ang Abaca industry. Pero, they are the authority. Because I have a vested interest for the Abaca pulp. Pero sabi niya, Eh, tinawagan po namin siya, hindi raw siya available kasi may previous commitment sila. Ano, I immediately said, okay, I'll be there. Because I hate it. You know, you have to work with DA. Sorry. If you cannot work through the agency level, work through the secretaries. And my experience is that the secretaries are talking, they are working. This is the only way we can move forward beyond beyond the government agency. Lumabas po tayo. Sorry, dinagdagan ko yung sinabi. But that's all. I'm ready to answer questions. Anything about the Abaca industry, I can answer the question. Thank you very much.